Hi, thanks for joining me today. Is your partner not prepared to back you on some things to do with your stepfamily? Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and I'll let you know every time I post. Being able to get something done can depend on your partner backing you up. And it's a really tough one, this, in a stepfamily. Because where does that leave you? It leaves you without the authority to go ahead and expect and ask for something to be done. Maybe to do with his or her ex-partner, there are difficulties. Then ultimately, it may be better to look at the situation to say, what is the situation I'm left with if my partner isn't prepared to agree with me on the way something is done and hold the line or the boundary or the rule or the expectation? What, in reality, does that mean if that doesn't happen? What is the situation that you're having to deal with? And often, if you look at the situation you're left with without their backing, you address it in a different way. You might organise your time differently, so you're not around at certain times, or you make other arrangements. If what you're wanting isn't respected, then there's a kind of damage limitation. It doesn't, you take steps so it doesn't matter that much. In situations like this, it's really taking a good hard look at what your situation is without their backing, and working with that, and living with that, and making arrangements so things are as good as they can be for you, given that this is the situation. Often we don't know that our partner's not going to back us on something. We expect they will. When we set up home, when we committed to each other, when we got married, and then the partner can't go through with that for whatever reason, decides not to, and then you're left with a far from satisfactory position to be living in. And often it's best just to be real about what that living position is, working with that, but remaining on good terms, accepting it, remaining on good terms, and then gradually, as time goes on, you can bring the thing together so you and your partner are more united in the future on other things, and then gradually you can get things to go more your way. If you insist on stuff, then you're actually setting up quite a lot of discord between you and your partner. And I would vote for the way of dealing with this is to be real about the situation, accept it, work with what you've got, and then when you get the chance, push things together, make them more the way you want them to be, as time goes on and things change gradually in the family. And the longer you're there, the more influence you have. Whereas falling out only means there's more distance, and you may never get to where you want to be. But by going along with it, you might get to where you want to be, because you'll be able to, because your relationship will be good enough to bring it together in time. It's very disappointing when your partner is not prepared to back you. And it often happens in step families. because pivotal parents, and that is your partner, because they have you on one side and their children on another, and quite a lot of conflicting priorities to deal with, or priorities that they see are conflicting. And so it can be very prevalent in step families where the step parent has to deal with a set of circumstances which are far from the way you want, but with patience, perseverance, tolerance, and keeping an eye on working towards what you want in the end, can, and very often does, get you to the solution which you would have wanted. It just takes a bit of time, but it can and does work and can come together. We run workshops, sessions, an email response service, and we write booklets. Take a look at the description box below for links to our website and social media.